What is up, guys? Max here, and welcome back to another tutorial. I'm on a roll lately. So today I want to cover how to make, wow, that is large. Today I want to cover how to make really simple transitions, like slidey transitions in After Effects. So like footage comes in, and then something happens on that screen maybe later in life, and then that happens. So like you'll see like slide transitions inside of Premiere, like stock slide stuff, but it just doesn't look good. It's like really chunky and movie. And this, if we just play it back, is really simple and easy, and it's all done inside of After Effects. So if you have like a Premiere composition, you can bring like that little slate or that little scene from Premiere into After Effects, create your slides, export it out, bring it back into Premiere, and you're ready to go. So let's just jump right in and make this thing happen. So, as always, feel free to jump down into the description and download the MediaFire link with these pieces of footage so you can follow along and do exactly as I do as we go. And as always, the footage is going to have the big red test on it because I kind of have to do that. This is nice footage. You can always go to, Pond 5 and download it from me. Kind of helps me out, pays those bills, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so first off, we'll do a right click in our project panel, do new composition. Right now, we're going to set it to 1920 by 1080p just to get started. We'll make it 20 seconds long just to have time to play. Comp 1, we'll do final comp for you guys when you download it. So, we'll bring in some footage. We'll start off with this green water footage in New York City that I filmed. I was downtown somewhere and it was green, weird. And as always, I used my famous pug footage. We'll use this. It's gonna change to this. And then the last clip is gonna be playing baseball. I was at my little brother's baseball game and I filmed some just stock footage, courteous of the kids playing baseball. So first step is to make this slide in. So we want the first part like we saw before. Just like we saw before, it plays a little bit, and it slides in like that. And you can see there's a little bit of movement on the one on the left. So this little bit of movement, this slides in. Cool. Really simple to do this. What you're gonna do is, let's say, move it off frame. So click on your layer, click P, and take the position and move it all the way over. And I kind of have these memorized. It's like 2880, I think. Yeah, 2880 to make it perfectly aligned off the screen. So right there, it's going to come into frame. We'll keyframe the position, move over in time, move it over to about right here because we want the face to show right here. So next step is to right click, new solid. Let's make it a red solid. Click OK. Drag this solid over our pug 1080p footage, move it over in time. And then what we'll do, really simple, is move over to our keyframe right here. Move this over, hit P, type 2880 over the 960 on the x-axis. It's right there. Key the keyframe. Move it over to right here, where this keyframe is as well, and move it over with it to right here. Maybe move this one back a little bit, right there. So what you're gonna do now is go to your track mat, which we will pull it open. Columns, is it keys? Not keys. We're gonna find this, I forget. Modes. Aha, there it is, the modes. So you'll take this under track mat when you turned your columns, your modes on. Turn keys off, we don't need that. Do track mat, alpha mat, red solid 1. So it's only showing on the red solid. Really, really simple. And what we'll do after that is highlight all these keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Really simple. We can even probably move the pug footage over a little bit to show her face more. That is girl pug, if anybody's wondering. A really curious question of the day. And it stays under that red solid that we just made the track map for. And with that, what we'll do is right here on this bottom footage that comes in, right there, hit P on our keyboard, position the keyframe, move it over to right here, probably right there, start a little earlier, and just give it a slight movement so it moves with the footage. Oh, hello, get rid of that. Oh no, undo that. Get rid of this one. There was a keyframe that we added on accident. Move this right here. Keyframe assistant, easy ease. Move this over. Let's actually get a little more. Turn the parent off. Turn the switches off. We don't need those. So we can see more of these keyframes. Zoom out some. And let's give this little footage a watch and see what it looks like so far. Click play, brand preview that stuff. Then probably even stretch it out in time a little more. A little more time. Just like that. And what I'll want to do is actually make this happen earlier because we need more time on the green water footage. So right in the beginning, go straight into it. Just like that, super smooth. It's playing back kind of choppy because I'm recording the footage at the same time as rendering this footage. But I can promise it looks great. And the next step is to about right here. We're going to keyframe this position one more time by clicking this little diamond shape. It's really a square turned on its side. And then we're going to go down our timeline and move this footage to right here, to about right there. Same thing for our red solid. We will keyframe the position, move it down our timeline, and move it over just along with it to about right there. Maybe we'll keep her face, more in there. And then take this footage, playing baseball, put it under our pug footage right here. So by the time it gets to right here, it needs to be showing. So it shows right here on our timeline. Our pug footage starts to move over. The green water disappears at that point in time, which is kind of a bummer. So what we'll do is actually grab all of this and move it down our timeline to give us more time with our green water. Move our green water keyframes back over. Just it starts earlier this time. Like that. Did it still happen? Oh, it starts earlier, of course. Move this down our timeline some. Or you know what? Take the baseball footage and put it at the very bottom. So it's under everything. Move it all over just like this. And when it gets to right here, the green water can be turned off. See, the layer ends right here. By the time the pug footage is revealing the baseball footage. Take this right here. We'll add a little pizzazz. So we'll hit P on the baseball footage, move it over, and we'll give it a little movement. Ooh, I got a cool idea. We'll give it backwards movement. So we'll start it right here. Get rid of this keyframe, move this over. And by the time it finishes, it'll move over to right here. Highlight both of these, keyframe assistant, easy ease. And let's give this a little show. So it's gonna move, it's gonna pause with the pug footage for like a split second. Then it's gonna move one more time, just like that. And what I'll do is actually stretch these out, highlight these keyframes, all of them, stretch them out so they're like, take a little longer to finish. I'm kind of losing my feeling on the reverse move for the baseball footage. It looks kind of weird, but I think I'm kind of cool with it, honestly. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think we need to extend the green water footage a split second for right there. See where it disappears black? So right here, it needs to be on screen at least till right there. And yeah, that's actually a really quick and easy way to make little slide transition in After Effects. It's really pretty. It's a good way to reveal footage, really pleasing to the eye, will keep your client's attention, or just, you know, any YouTube's attention. I really like that kind of stuff. I use it a lot in different videos, and I think it looks really nice, really smooth. So what we'll do real fast is we're actually gonna render this out. So composition, add to render queue, final output comp. Let's just render it to one of my hard drives right here. We'll do this tutorial render.mov. You can render it out to whatever you'd like, but since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to render it out as ProRes footage. So video codec, ProRes, Apple ProRes 422. And there goes my apps, as always. Open Emu, right there. Download that, it's a lot of fun. Great way to kill time. Click OK. Let's render this. It should render fairly quickly. We're not doing too much work. But how's it going? The computer's rendering pretty good. Here's a question. How do you guys feel about working on PC versus a Mac with things like After Effects and Premiere? What do you like about it? What do you don't like? Do you have any questions? Because while we have the render time, I have time to talk. I'm really into video architecture. You know, having a good machine and having the right infrastructure to creating good animation, good videos, working proficiently and quickly. Because, you know, the faster you can edit, the cooler crap you can make. I'm all about editing animation in real time, seeing exactly what I do immediately. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Maybe I'll do a little video series on the subject of video architecture and how to make a good machine and understanding what CUDA cores mean inside of After Effects. And we're about just done rendering. Big bingle. There it goes. Let's give this a little play. Let me drag it over real quick to my screen. And this is it. This is what it's gonna look like. Really smooth. The Easy is pretty good, but what I would do, honestly, is go into the graph editor and do stuff like this. Just like that. Grab this, do the exact same thing. Jump back into this one. We'll render it one more time after this just to see. If you're hanging around me with this long, I'm proud of it. So give it a lot more oomph in the movements. It'll look a lot nicer. And I want to release a video on my top, 5 favorite plugins for After Effects and Premiere that I use on a daily basis. And once I release that video, I'll start using my plugins in all my videos. See how you guys like it. All right, let's render this. Add to render queue. Tutorial render _v2. Lossless. Let's go back to ProRes 422. Click OK. Not slack. I'm all about making my taskbar pop up today. It's really crazy. Click OK. Click OK. Hit render. Give it another go. I might speed this one up just for you guys, so you don't have to listen to me ramble on about nothing. And it's done. Let me drag it over to the screen and give it a watch. Let's see. Looks pretty smooth. The graph editor really helped out. Except that looked pretty weird. Right there, it needs to be disappeared. So we'll go back into here. I know the animation would be totally fine. Oh, okay. So it needs to be like completely moving. So what we're gonna do is actually keyframe the position, move it down the screen, and actually move it over right here. Move these keyframes over so it doesn't show at all. We'll go back into the graph editor, grab this little point right here, the keyframes we just added, go back into here, make sure it works the way we want it, and we'll render it one more time. I know I could do a RAM preview, but I like doing renders so we can actually see it in real time, because my computer's not wanting to do its thing right now and like give me a good RAM preview while I'm recording. So we just got to render it out and go with it that way. But I'll try to keep this tutorial under 20 minutes, and we're pretty much done now. I'll do one more little extra step to show you guys some cool stuff. Other than that, let's keep it going. It's looking pretty funky right now, but I think you understand the concept of how this can be an effective way to make transitions. Give it a little watch. Right there. Pretty wicked looking. It kind of makes my eyes go, whoa. Neat. But yeah, that's about it. What I would do from here, assuming that I'm happy with all these movements, I would actually line all these keyframe ups perfectly. Let's see what this graph editor looks like on both these keyframes. Look at there, it looks completely different. I'll probably just get rid of this keyframe right here. Leave it right there. And it looks pretty nice. Cool. And the last step, I think, what I would do, let's say you have this over some other piece of footage and you want to completely change it. You could just pre-compose this entire shot. Pre-comp 1, call it that, that's fine. Go into here. And yeah, you could easily, let's do a new solid. Let's say this is a different composition that you want to change to. Let's pre-compose it, change piece. Right there. Go to P on our keyboard, position. I think it's, nope. Yeah, -540 to make it above right there. And what you can do is you can do something really cool. Right click columns. Let's go to parent. Grab this parenting thing. This depends on this. Click P on your keyboard, right down here. So P on your keyboard, click position, go down on your keyboard, move this down. It will move your entire piece of footage. Let's do this back to 540. What we'll do, ease out, ease in. So at this point in time, it's gonna go, whoop. You can jump into here to your change piece composition, drop in some more footage from last time right here. So it shows up, and just like that. And you can do a never-ending repeating cycle of footage. Cool beans. So that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. As always, please like and subscribe, and everyone who's been commenting and leaving me good feedback, I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Hope you guys have a great evening, a great day, wherever you are. Shout out to the guy from Russia who watched one of my tutorials and left me a comment that I had to use Google Translate to find out what it said, which I also used Google Translate to comment back. That was awesome. But have a great day, guys, or night or something, whatever you're doing. Catch you guys next time. Peace.